I know, everyone and their mother has watched an Ultrakill video saying why the game is underrated, and they all start with this clip. Wait, you thought that I was going to say that it's lazy content? Nope, I'm one of those people. I'm making an Ultrakill video amidst the thousands of other Ultrakill videos, since 1, I just want to, and 2, the new chapters, Wrath and Heresy, are coming out very soon, and I want people to know about them. However, I'm going to make this video in a different style than the others. I'm gonna quickly review each layer and give them a rating out of 10. But before I start talking about the ratings and the layers, I just want to give a spoiler warning since I will be talking about the levels and the layers in detail. So, the Prelude. The first level is a very good tutorial level, even though I disagree with the design of bosses later being reused as enemies. I think it's done pretty well here, since the boss is somewhat challenging without weapons like I'm using in the video. In level 2, you see... Progressing further after you've witnessed the machine, you can see an open vent in the ceiling. Climbing it and getting the skull, you can access the secret level, which I am too scared to beat. In level 2, the build up to the boss of the next level is done pretty well, with glimpses of the boss throughout the level. In level 3, you can either progress through the level normally, but no, we don't do that. We do this. And boom, you're at the boss. The boss is good and it has 2 phases. It's a robot with a sword. What more could you want, honestly? Level 4 is a normal level with no bosses unless you consider the 2 malicious faces guarding a red soul orb, a FromSoft gank boss. Level 5 is a good final level for the tutorial section of the game. To get to the boss, you can either go the intended way, through here, or you can just... yeah, do that. The duo boss at the end is surprisingly good. When one stage prop dies, the other gets enraged. Before I give the score, I just want to remind you that this is just my opinion. The rating I give this stage is 7.5 out of 10. It is a pretty good intro level. Entering Layer 1 Limbo, we see a peaceful place with some peaceful enemies, which contains a secret level with puzzles. After that, entering Level 2, it is once again peaceful with some enemies. And oh, wait, it's burning. Level 3 is pretty simple, but really good. When you start the level, you see a door in front of you with a red skull stand to the left and a blue skull stand to the right. You only need 1 skull to unlock the door and get to the final boss, but if you get 2 skulls, a secret passage opens up with a Devil May Cry reference boss. And the final boss of this level is... it's not bad, but it's not perfect either. Level 4. It's a perfect, or at least very good, level. The V2 boss fight at the end is really good. It's a doppelganger boss fight, but V2 is just really fun. I don't know how to explain it, so just here, watch. Oh, I'll mention this right here too. The music is really fucking good. Heaven Piercer makes the music for this game, and I'm just saying, if you don't want to play the game, you should at least listen to the soundtrack. Here's another example of the soundtrack. The rating of this level is 8 out of 10. Layer 2, Lost. This layer is some city with a neon pink hue that makes it look like a cyberpunk city with a medieval architecture. Oh look, The final boss of the level is in the distance. That definitely does not have an alternate version in another layer, Minos Prime. Anyway, starting the second level, oh look, Minos again. This level is definitely a level. You break electricity boxes to open doors. Moving on to level 3, this level has underwater sections that surprisingly don't suck since they still allow you to use weapons. And this level has a really good big arena. This level also introduces mind flares, which by the way, if you didn't know, you can stop them from teleporting with the green railgun, the screwdriver. Oh, and one more thing, how many times have I like cut in between with this and all. Anyways, oh, and one more thing, this level contains a secret level in this layer, but I won't talk about it since it's so ridiculous, you should experience it yourself. Court of the Corpse King, the final level of this layer. I would play a song here, but I will get copyrighted instantly, so I'm not going to play that. The build up to the boss is done really well. You first fight only his hand before fighting the whole boss, Corpse King Minos. He is big, really big, and the boss fight is fun for a giant boss. I mean, what do you expect me to say? If people are giving this game a lot of praise, the bosses must be good. You can parry his hits, except the black hole, which will kill you if you get too close. Halfway through the fight, these things burst out of the boss's eyeballs and shoot projectiles at you, which you can parry to deal damage to the boss. I give this chapter an 8 out of 10. It's pretty good. Layer 3, Gluttony. This layer is shorter than the others. Every level in this layer, and I mean all 2 of them, look fleshy and disgusting in a good way. Level 1 is really good with its open areas and the Cerberus room. It, in my opinion, is a perfect level, or at least close to perfect. Level 2 is a boss level, and it starts off like this.
Machine, turn back now. The layers of this palace are not for your kind. Turn back, or you will be crossing the will of God. Your choice is made. As the righteous hand of the Father, I shall rend you apart, and you will become inanimate once more. Behold the power of an angel!
The boss is perfect.
Oh, Gabriel.
Is a really good boss. I don't know what else I can say. The voice actor of this boss is Gianni Matragano. I'm sorry, I just butchered that guy's name. You might know him from those meme videos on YouTube, like this.
I'm going to Ultrakill you, you insignificant fuck!
He did say that.
Defeating the boss's first phase, he gets enraged and attacks faster. I think this boss, alongside V2, are the examples of a perfect or at least very good boss in a movement shooter. Wait, what? Oh! Right, I forgot about Minos Prime. Well, honestly, I haven't fought him yet, so let me just get P rank on all of the levels real quick. Well, I have done it. The boss is hard. Very hard. So hard, in fact, that if I played my own gameplay on the screen, you'll probably get bored, so I'm playing someone else's gameplay. And no, I'm not talking about the Flesh Prime, the boss before Minos Prime. That boss kinda sucks. Minos Prime though, perfect. Overall rating of this level, 9.5 out of 10. Very nice. Moving on to the only layer currently in Act 2, Greed. This layer is Egyptian style. The layer introduces 2 noteworthy enemies. One being those annoying sand husks called Stalkers, who cover enemies in sand and prevent you from healing from their blood. And the second being Virtue, those enemies who rain down light from the heavens. This layer is pretty fun, since it also introduces the dual wield power-up, which does what its name implies. This layer has 2 bosses. One of them is located on level 2 and it's the Sisyphean Insurrectionist, who hits you with its huge boulder. This boss's arena is well designed since you have to jump in between platforms to avoid the sand, which damages you, and its attacks. Before I get to the second boss, I just want to talk about this section in level 3. This arena is amazing. And amazing, I mean amazing. Alright, the second boss. Oh, it's you. This V2 fight is once again amazing. Once you get V2 to health, it escapes, and so you follow him by jumping off the pyramid and sliding. Once you kill it, you get the grappling arm I've been using in all of these clips. I give this chapter a 9 out of 10. And that's it for now. Like I said in the beginning, 2 new chapters are coming out this summer, so if you already have the game, keep an eye out for the news, and for the people who don't own the game, buy it. Even if you can't buy it, you can play the demo. And I would greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe. I won't force you to, but I just spent a lot of time on this video, even though the video's runtime is pretty short. So thanks.